Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Colorado Rockies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelton. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Today's starter for Colorado, Chase Dollander. He's near the top in strikeouts, and opponents still haven't figured him out.
Yeah, his swing and miss is nasty, baffling would-be hitters on a weekly basis.
It's not just his power, it's his command of the strike zone that jumps out to me, Singy.
Yeah, he's must-see TV. Sign me up for that subscription. Every game is a pitching clinic.
Ready to go now? Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. High fly ball down the left field line. Carrying well. And it is out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Padres take the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series.
The big bat's coming up and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Nice grab over to first, and very nicely done for the out. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boo. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Manny Machado, batting with one down, takes a strike.
That's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the rubber match of this three-game series. That clips the corner.
Ball two.
On the ground, Castro tosses to first. Machado out of the play.
Batting fourth, left fielder Ramon Laureano.
Two down, base is empty. Here's Ramon Laureano. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Next pitch is outside. Laureano working through some struggles lately.
Hey.
Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball two.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The Padres get one in the inning with a solo blast. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Bunting for a hit. Barehand grab, and that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. McCarthy leads off second with nobody out. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Freeman hits it in the air. Tatis coming on. He's got it. And there's one away.
Batting third.
Time to check out the Rockies lineup. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Ezequiel Tovar. So digging in, Hunter Goodman. In the air, right field. That's out number 2.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak will hit next. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
And a swing and a miss there.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Ball 1.
And it's second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate, and it gets by him. Around second now, going for three. The relay throw, and he's in there as a run scores on the play, and that ties the game.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Check swing. He went. And that is strike one. Swings through that one.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
The 0-2. Got him looking for the K. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Second inning coming up here in Denver. Padres lead it 1-1. Back here at Coors Field. Second inning set to go. So the San Diego Padres have been slow out of the gates this year. Are you expecting them to keep playing like this, Singy?
No, I think they've got too much talent for that to happen. Slow starts happen to great teams. The 2021 Atlanta Braves were under 500 going into August, and then they won the World Series. There's definitely time to turn it around, but I'm sure there are folks around that team getting a little antsy about where they're at right now.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Freeman. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ripped to right. Brings it in. And that is that. Padres go down quietly. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Singy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog. Anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Ripped to short. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 7th, catcher Cole.
So up next, Cole Carey. Swings and misses. 0-2. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up and
can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Willie Castro.
This is Willie Castro. Check swing went around. Strike 1. Castro getting to start at third. 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. comes up empty. That's strike two. Backed off the plate that time. That one ripped. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. 3 for 6 in the series so far. Fought off foul. Man on second, 2 down. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. In comes the run from second. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Grabs it on the run, and that'll do it. Rocks with the run-scoring double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Nope, that's down.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. The 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. Bogarts with some impressive production lately. Here's a 1-1. And that's in for a strike. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
2-2 on the way. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And here is Freddie Fermin.
Nope.
This is again 5 in a row.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Bogarts gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Battling here as he fouls it away. close one doesn't get the call. 3-2 now.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
On the ground to third. Castro to second and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Out to short. Tovar tosses to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They're down 2-1. Back here in Denver, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. And a foul ball. Yoan.
Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next is the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman. Flied to right his first time. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 1. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Moniak now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the count is 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Tovar at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And here's the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1.
They're being just too aggressive at the plate right now. They clearly wanted to go for it early in this one, but it's mostly just resulted in swings and misses. Maybe it's time to slow things down just a little bit.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Start of the fourth. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Tatis with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Next offering is fouled back. So 2 strikes on Tatis.
Ball.
Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself, and 1 gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Machado. First time up, he grounded to third. Foul ball there. That one in triple digits.
Ball.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Laureano comes up to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Outside.
That's out.
And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Ripped, but it curls foul. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. On the ground, right side, Cronenworth throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Willie Castro now at the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. That's towards center. Merrill settles underneath it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Rockies.
Now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Outside low, ball one.
You know, these Padres, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
That one fouled hard the other way. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Nope.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Struck him out looking. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out his first time up.
Hey.
The Rockies up by a run, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss. This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Gavin Sheets digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball, that's low.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Man at first, one away. And a count 1-2. Pulled out on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here comes X to the plate. Walked his first time.
Ball one.
Merrill off of first with 2 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. To third, Castro. Inning over. Padres leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Jake McCarthy.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. McCarthy in his 4th year, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's the 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Rockies.
And next is the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
That's a ball.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. J.P. Sears, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Estrada, the right-hander, also getting loose. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The next offering misses. Full count now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Griffin Cannon done for the afternoon, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, J.P. Sears.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, 1 out. Mickey Moniak. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. Everybody's going to be safe.
Up next for the Rockies, the shortstop,
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Laureano under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Freeman in to score. And they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jordan Beck, big spot for him here. That clips the corner.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
There's a swing and a miss. The Rockies trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 5 innings complete. It's the Rockies 3 and the Padres 1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Now into the ball game on defense, Troy Johnston. He takes over as the new first baseman.
20, Troy Johnston.
Next to hit, Freddie Fermin.
Catcher, Freddie Fermin.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
1 away. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jake Cronenworth, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Ball 1.
The Rockies up by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Aye.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Trying to bunt his way on. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. 1 down. Next for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. has grounded out a couple of times.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Juan Mejia. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's one. On to first, save.
No, he's
so
safe.
they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Hey!
That clips the corner. Machado wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. so they've still got both their challenges. The 1-1. Tatis runs. Pitch is low. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Mejia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man at second. Struck him out swinging. And the Padres waste a chance. A strong showing from the Colorado bullpen. 7-8-9 due up. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Rockies catcher, Cole Carey. Into center. And it falls. And a man aboard.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
1 out, man at first. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
That's outside.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Coming home. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 3. Gets under it and pops it up. And a foul ball. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Out number 2. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Freeman in the box now. Takes strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
Man on second, 2 down. That's inside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now it's the DH, Hunter Goodman.
Designated hitter, Hunter Goodman.
Swing and a miss. 2 on, 2 outs. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Rocks with a run-scoring double. It's now a 4-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
On the ground to third. Castro sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's Miguel Andujar.
Hey.
And that clips the inside corner. Andujar wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. And a 1-1. This one popped up. Castro under it. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Two down, base is empty. Now here is Jackson Merrill. 1 for 2.
Nope. Ball 1.
And the 1-0. Out to short. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Padres down in order. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Coors Field, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
This one in the air, center field. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. Ripped on a line to center. Merrill should have this one. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Rockies, first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Colorado, Troy Johnston. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Rockies are down quietly, but they lead at 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, the final chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a series, every moment feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
Brennan Bernardino taking over on the mound. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Next offering is fouled back. One now.
That's ball two.
High chopper to third. Castro. Long throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Here's Bogarts now. He's 0 for 1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 0-2.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Bogarts into second.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Here's your 1. And that is out of play. Man at second. Towards first. Johnston steps on the bag. Got the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered here in this one. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning. One left for San Diego. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Jeremiah Estrada.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Bringing the cheese on that one.
And a big swing and a miss.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
That one missed. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Triple digits on that last pitch.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Bullpen action for the Padres. Jason Adam up and loosening in the pen. Marinaccio getting loose as well. Out towards right center field. Merrill gets under it. 2 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Estrada, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Nothing doing. Back here in Denver. All set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Ball 1, no strikes. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brennan Bernardino. Machado in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. This one in the air, right field. Moniak on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Oh, 2 now.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Out to short, Tovar. Over to first, and that's an out.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Laureano in the box now, no balls and a strike. Laureano not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
And taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Trying to bunt his way on. Simeon. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Torres. Top of the zone for a called strike. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
On the ground. And foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Chop to the left side, but it kicks foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Robert settles underneath it. And there's one down. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Now the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Got him. 2 gone.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's in.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. home run number 5 on the season, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 down. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. The 0-1. To third, Bichette. Fires over to first. And that's the 3rd out. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here in Queens, and towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Tomoyuki Sagano. What should we keep an eye on here? Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Oh, great stop. Throw to the pitcher, and they get the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. Hoping for a good showing in this one from their cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Well, he's a guy they want to rely on to drive in runs, but he's just truly been having struggles hitting with runners in scoring position this season. And it can get in a guy's head when you're not coming through for the team. All of a sudden, you're gripping the bat so much tighter. You're grinding, sawdust coming out. You're tense. Your swing gets long because you're not recognizing pitches and you're committing too soon. With that said, he's got to find a way to slow the ball game down. Just get the bat to the baseball and see if he can find a hole. That'll probably break him out.
Gets him to chase after that one. Got him swinging. Two outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
No.
That's a base hit, and that gives Jorge Polanco a chance to hit with 2 out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
So a man aboard. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one in the dirt and gets away. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. It's the Rockies 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 7th, first baseman Troy Johnston.
And now the first baseman, Troy Johnston.
Ball.
Johnston goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
This is Willie Castro.
Ball one.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Swings through that one.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now at the plate, Brenton Doyle. Late on that fastball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing, and he popped it up. And that is that. So 1 left for Colorado as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom half of inning number 2, digging in, Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco.
That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Misses off the plate. Ball 1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Vientos in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
The 1-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Polanco comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now, Francisco Alvarez. Late swing fouled off. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. And fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Right side. It's through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Carson Benj. Torres tossed to second, over to first, safe. And now here's big center fielder Luis Robert.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with the knock in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. We are tied at 2.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Lindor up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Here's Juan Soto. That one at the knees for a strike. Benj at third. Robert on second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. That just misses. And 1-1. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We played 2 full. We are tied 2-2. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. Bunting for a hit. Scoops it up barehanded, and that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Now here is Jose Torres. Fly to center his first time. Here comes the pitch. Runner
Ball
breaks
one.
for second. There's the ball. Safe
Hey,
at second with a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second.
Ball 2.
Swings through that one for strike one. Tied up here in the early going. That's in there. And the count now even up. Peralta, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Soto under it. And there's one away.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
So now with one away and a man at second, Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's a line drive to left field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags at second.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Mickey Moniak.
Now a chance for Mickey Moniak.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And the 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Ripped on the ground to second. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And now it's Mark Vientos. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Mets,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch
Ball.
misses there, and that's ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here in Queens as we go to the top of the fourth. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 1-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Next to hit, Jordan Beck. And that's way high. And that's ball one. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And there's one down. Troy Johnston digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Ball.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here's a 1-1.
Ha!
Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Go ahead run on base. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one fouled off. Tovar off of first with 2 away. In the dirt, blocked. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Gets to it onto first. Finishes it off with the tag to end the inning. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Marcus Semien.
And there's a foul ball. Now Marcus, a career high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. This one in the air, center field. Doyle on the move. And he makes the catch. Then there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Right fielder, Carson.
So up next for New York, Carson Bench. Pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get
no.
the call. Ball one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Hee-haw!
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Back here in Queens, ready now for the 5th inning. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
All these Rockies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Now batting, second baseman, number 19.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Torres. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first, and he held up. Two down, nobody on.
No.
Torres with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Activity in the bullpen. Sean Manaea, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Weaver getting loose as well. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. The Rockies strand 1. Score remains 2-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Ball, no.
This one chopped up the middle. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next,
Really
for
nice
the
job
Mets,
staying up the middle with his
left
approach.
fielder,
He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody
for
out.
the Mets,
So
third
up next for New
baseman,
York, Bo Bichette, 1 for 2. Pitch
Ball.
misses there, and that is ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ground ball to the right side. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. All loaded up. Mark Vientos getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit, 1 run in already. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 4-2.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Tomoyuki Sagano is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
Keegan
Colorado,
Thompson
number
taking over on the
34,
mound.
Keegan
Just trying to keep
Thompson.
this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. Out towards right center field. Takes a tumble and he hangs on. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff.
Tosses to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 3 runs on 3 hits. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So now it's the
Leading
4-hole
off
hitter,
for
Mickey
Colorado, the
Moniak.
designated hitter, Mickey Moniak.
First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the Mets bullpen. A.J. Minter preparing to come on if needed. Raley warming up as well. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. Chases that one upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And here comes the Mets manager.
For the Mets.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Sean Manaea.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Tovar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball one.
The Mets leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. The 1-2.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Jordan Beck. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Two down, nobody on. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail at 5-2. Back here at Citi Field, where we go bottom 6. Carson Benz.